Summer McIntosh wins second gold in 200-meter IM World Championships. In a stunning display of talent and determination, Canadian swimming sensation Summer McIntosh has successfully secured her second gold medal in her ambitious quest for 5 individual titles at the World Aquatics Championships. This remarkable achievement took place on Monday in Singapore, where she triumphed in the women's 200-meter individual medley event. The 18-year-old athlete from Toronto clocked in at 2 minutes and 6.69 seconds. A time that, while impressive, fell short of the world record of 2:05.7 that she had set just a month prior during the Canadian trials in Victoria, British Columbia. Notably, Mary Sophie-Harvey from Trois-Rivières, Quebec, also made her mark by clinching the bronze medal with a time of 2:09.15, finishing behind American swimmer Alex Walsh, who took silver with a time of 2:08.58. After her victory, McIntosh expressed a mix of emotions, stating, "I'm not super happy with the time, but honestly, at a World Championships, my goal is just to go as fast as I can go, not focus too much on anything else. But I'm still happy with the gold and just want to continue my streak for the next coming event." This reflects her competitive spirit and commitment to excellence, even when the clock doesn't reflect her personal best. With this latest win, McIntosh has now amassed a total of 6 gold medals in long course world championships, setting a new record for the most medals ever won by a Canadian swimmer, surpassing the previous record held by notable athletes Kylie Masse and Penny Oleksiak. As the championships progress, McIntosh is gearing up for her next events, including the 200-meter butterfly semifinals on Wednesday, followed by the finals on Thursday. She will also compete in the 800-meter freestyle on Saturday and conclude her participation with the 400-meter individual medley on Sunday. Notably, she had previously defeated American swimming icon Katie Ledecky in the 400-meter freestyle, marking her first international title in that event. Interestingly, the only swimmer to have achieved the remarkable feat of winning 5 individual gold medals at a world championship is the legendary Michael Phelps. In a heartwarming moment, McIntosh invited Harvey to join her on the podium, where they celebrated together while singing the Canadian national anthem. McIntosh remarked, "Definitely the highlight for me tonight was Mary getting on the podium. That's absolutely incredible, and she's worked so hard for this. To see her get the result, I think she's over the moon about it, and she deserves it." Sharing that moment for Team Canada was amazing. Canada's success at the World Aquatics Championships continues, with the nation now boasting 4 medals, including a silver in the women's 20 meters high diving event, which was the first medal for Canada in this competition. In a noteworthy mention, 12-year-old Yu Zidi from China finished just shy of a medal, placing 4th with a time of 2:09.21, showcasing her potential as she prepares for her upcoming events, including the 400 meters IM and 200-meter butterfly, which are expected to be her strongest. In other results from Monday, Canadian swimmers Kylie Masse and Taylor Ruck advanced to the finals in the women's 100-meter backstroke, with Masse clocking in at 58.66 seconds, the 3rd fastest semifinal time, while Ruck qualified 5th overall with a time of 59.18 seconds. On the American side, Gretchen Walsh secured the first gold medal for the United States in Singapore, winning the 100-meter butterfly with a time of 54.73 seconds, just shy of her world record of 54.60 seconds set earlier this year. Walsh acknowledged the challenges faced by her team due to a recent bout of gastroenteritis, stating, "It was not easy, and I'm just really proud of myself. It took a lot of guts. I just wanted to go out there and do it for my team, just represent the flag well. It came out of somewhere, but I'm really, really happy." As the excitement continues to build at the World Aquatics Championships, fans can catch live coverage of every race on cbcsports.ca and CBC Gem. With finals commencing daily at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, the full competition schedule is available online. In a final note, Qin Haiyang from China claimed gold in the men's 100-meter breaststroke, defeating Olympic champion Niccolò Martinenghi of Italy, while Maxime Grousset of France edged out Noe Ponti of Switzerland in the men's 50-meter butterfly. As we witness these incredible performances, what do you think about the potential of Summer McIntosh? Could she be the next swimming legend? Share your thoughts in the comments. Summer McIntosh wins gold in 200 IM at World Championships. Breaking barriers and defying expectations, Summer McIntosh secures gold in the 200 IM at World Championships, with Alex Walsh claiming silver. Just over a month ago, at the Canadian Championships, Summer McIntosh made history by shattering the 2:06 barrier in the women's 200-meter individual medley, IM, for the very first time. It was a stunning and meticulously executed performance that set a new benchmark for the event. But here's where it gets fascinating. At the World Championships in Singapore on Monday night, McIntosh didn't need to break records again. She simply needed to secure victory. From the very start of the race, McIntosh dominated the field in the 200 IM final, leading every stroke and ultimately touching the wall in 2:06.69. While this time was a hair over half a second slower than her own world record, 2:05.70, it was more than enough to claim her latest global title. At just 18 years old, McIntosh summed up her mindset perfectly. My goal tonight was to be first to the wall. That's what matters most. And not thrilled with the time, but at the World Championships, it's about racing to win against the best. I'm happy with the gold and hope to keep this momentum going. Finishing nearly 2 seconds behind McIntosh was American Alex Walsh, who earned the silver medal with a solid 2:08.58. The battle for bronze brought another Canadian into the spotlight. Sophie-Harvey edged out 12-year-old Chinese prodigy UZD by a razor-thin margin. Harvey finished in 2:09.15, while Yu clocked just behind at 2:09.21, a truly remarkable feat considering her youth. To put this in perspective, McIntosh has already claimed 2 titles at these championships, the 400 freestyle and now the 200 IM. And she's well on her way to her ambitious goal of winning 5 individual gold medals. After a grueling opening day balancing multiple events across different strokes, the lighter racing schedule on day 2 allowed McIntosh to go all out in the 200 IM. McIntosh's race strategy was clear from her explosive start. She blasted through the butterfly leg in an impressive 26.71 seconds, quickly pulling ahead of the field. She then maintained her lead with the fastest backstroke split, hitting the halfway mark in 58.47 seconds, over a second ahead of Walsh, who came through in 59.83. Although Walsh posted the quickest breaststroke segment of the race, clocking 37.03 to McIntosh's 38.06, McIntosh expertly regained any lost ground and powered away during the freestyle finale. Her closing 50 meters in 30.16 sealed the gold, while Walsh's 31.72 was commendable but not enough to close the gap. With 3 key events still ahead: the 200 butterfly, 800 freestyle, and 400 individual medley, McIntosh's quest for further titles remains very much alive and thrilling to watch. Meanwhile, Alex Walsh's silver medal carried a deeper emotional weight. Earlier that evening, her sister Gretchen Walsh dazzled the crowd by winning gold in the 100 butterfly with the second fastest time ever recorded. For Alex, the 200 IM podium was a form of redemption after last summer's heartbreaking disqualification in the Paris final, which had cost her a chance at a bronze medal. This time, Walsh was resolute from start to finish, never losing her second-place position and showcasing her world-class breaststroke, the fastest split of the race, which ultimately assured her the silver medal. I wanted to stay as close as possible to Summer, Walsh explained. She's incredibly talented, and racing against her pushes me to be better. On the breaststroke leg, which is my strongest stroke, I could tell I was gaining ground. It was an exciting moment. The bronze went to Sophie-Harvey, who earned her first individual medal at a World Championship event. Harvey's breaststroke split of 37.21 was pivotal in holding off the late surge from the young Chinese swimmer Yu Zidi, whose incredible freestyle split of 30.17 almost changed the outcome. During that final leg, I couldn't see Yu clearly because we were quite spread out, Harvey recounted. I just focused on keeping my head down and finishing strong. I'm thrilled to bring home a medal for Canada and to share the podium with Summer. This Day 2 summary not only highlights the rising star power of Summer McIntosh and the impressive performances of Alex Walsh and Sophie-Harvey, but also sparks an interesting debate. With such early success, do you think McIntosh can maintain this level of dominance throughout the entire championships? And how much pressure does redemption, like that experienced by Alex Walsh, impact an athlete's performance? We welcome your thoughts and questions in the comments below, because in the world of elite swimming, every split counts and every race tells a story. For those eager to dive deeper, here are some useful resources to stay updated with schedules, results, and live coverage. Swimming World Meet page, https:/swimmingworldmagazine.com/meet2025 World Aquatics Championships. Psych sheet, https:/vmrrw8 tinifycdn.com results PDF 2025 World Aquatics Championships entry list International Elite 2025 0727 PDF. Live meet results. Who do you think will rise and who might falter? Share your predictions and insights below. Summer McIntosh wins 400-meter freestyle at World Championships. The battle for swimming supremacy is heating up, and Canada's Summer McIntosh is making sure her name is right at the center of that conversation. On the opening day of the World Championships in Singapore, McIntosh clinched gold in the 400-meter freestyle. But that's just the beginning. She's targeting a bold total of 5 individual gold medals. Can she do it? Only Michael Phelps, the American legend, has ever managed such a feat at either the World Championships or the Olympics. Still, not everything went precisely according to plan. While McIntosh finished first in 3 minutes, 56.26 seconds, her own world record in the event, set just last year, remained untouched for now. In a race packed with big names, China's Li Bingjie surged hard at the end to grab silver in 3:58.21, nudging the renowned American Katie Ledecky into bronze at 3:58.49. That's 2 world-class swimmers trailing a Canadian phenom. Talk about a shift in the swimming hierarchy. Here's something most people might miss. A year ago, Ledecky was 3rd in this race at the Olympics. But back then, McIntosh was the runner-up, and the gold went to Australia's Ariarne Titmus. But Titmus, perhaps sensing the changing tides, or maybe just needing time off, chose to sit out these championships. Her absence opened a door for McIntosh to not only secure gold, but also take ownership of the world record, previously held by the Australian. Ledecky's accomplishments remain staggering. With 27 World Championship medals to her name and an Olympic debut gold in London back in 2012, she's become the gold standard of long-distance swimming. Yet as this meet shows, rising stars like McIntosh aren't content to simply follow in her wake. McIntosh's work wasn't done after her 400 free victory. In less than half an hour, she splashed back into the water, posting the fastest time in the 200-meter individual medley heats, 2:07.39. Hot on her heels. American Alex Walsh at 2:08.49. The gap is razor thin, making Monday's final one to watch. I've never doubled up on races like that before, McIntosh confessed afterwards. In past major meets, I never quite hit my stride in the 400 freestyle. This time, standing at the top of the podium really boosts my confidence for the rest of the week, she added. And this hints at why her rivals may be worried. I feel like I'm in peak form now. It's just a matter of delivering that every time I race. But here's where it gets controversial. A 12-year-old from China, Yu Zidi, shocked everyone by qualifying 7th fastest for the final. Just let that sink in. While she seemed almost stunned that she'd made it through, UZD embodied the classic underdog spirit. "I will continue to work harder," she said, her sights set on a breakthrough at these championships. Are we watching the beginning of a new swimming prodigy era? Yu's performance in the 200 IM may not even be her best shot. There's talk of her being stronger in the 400 IM and 200 butterfly. Remember, it sometimes takes just one big swim to change everything we thought we knew about the sport's pecking order. Meanwhile, the U.S. team is navigating challenges outside of the pool. Several athletes reportedly grappled with acute gastroenteritis during their pre-meet training camp in Thailand. According to team officials, spokeswoman Nikki Warner declined to specify how many swimmers were affected, citing privacy concerns, but confirmed the entire team made it to Singapore. In other Day 1 fireworks, Germany's Lucas Martens captured gold in the men's 400 free by a whisper, touching in 3:42.35, just 0.02 seconds ahead of Australia's Sam Short, and 0.25 up on South Korea's Kim Woo-min. Martens remains the Olympic champion and holder of the event's world record, 3:39.96. McIntosh, notably, won 3 golds in last year's Paris Olympics, and she's set to face off against Ledecky again in the 800 freestyle. A clash that's already being hyped as the marquee race in Singapore. It's striking. Before this year, McIntosh had world records to her name, but lacked that elusive world or Olympic 400-meter title. Now, a box checked off. Her chase is far from over, as she's entered in the 200 and 400 individual medleys, plus the 200 butterfly. That's a brutal schedule. Do you think she can handle the pressure and nail down the quintet of gold? Turning to team events, there were upsets in the relays. Despite being favorites, the American squads couldn't grab gold in either the men's or women's 4x100 freestyle events. Australia's women edged out the U.S. in a tight race, 3:30.60 to 3:31.04, with the Netherlands coming in for bronze. The Aussie men won as well, clocking 3:08.97, while Italy and the U.S. rounded out the podium. Racing continued with semifinals. China's Qin Haiyang led the 200 breaststroke in 58.24. Italy's Niccolò Martinenghi, momentarily disqualified for movement on the blocks, was reinstated and finished second in 58.62. In the women's 100 butterfly, the USA's Gretchen Walsh and Belgium's Roos van Otterdijk dead-heated in 56.07, while France's Maxime Grousset took the men's 50 fly in 22.61. So here's my question for you. Does McIntosh have what it takes to enter the record books alongside Phelps? Or will new prodigies and veteran champions spoil the dream? Is the changing of the guard in women's swimming already upon us? Or will stars like Ledecky reclaim their thrones? Let's hear your predictions, hot takes, and dissent. Who's getting too much hype, and who's the dark horse we're all overlooking? Debate below.